Mr. Chair, Yusef Barreto, shall we proceed, Paul, sir?
Okay, please proceed.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, to present the updates on the establishment of .RC Calabarzon in Tres Morteras City, Cavite will have ASEC Florencio Bernabe Jr. Sir.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Debbie. Good afternoon to everybody, especially to who just left, the Secretary Avalos of DILG, and being now represented by Yusek Serafin Barreto. Good afternoon to the distinguished ladies and gentlemen on the presidential table, including Yusek Earl Saavedra. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat, SPs. Tayo po ay na-designate bilang chairperson po ng .RC-ITF, .PLC-ITF, under the executive order of the previous president, executive order number 4 on the left side, and on the right side is my designation. So, topic po natin ngayon is about the JICA Care program. Na-designate po tayo as the steering committee chairman. No? So the first order of the day was to turn over the chairmanship, and it was under ASEC Rancho. And on November 10, 2023, it was turned over to yours truly. And we were assigned to do the chairmanship of the steering committee. Next, please. On January 16, we were updated by the JICA Care Secretariat on the developments of the program. So just to give you a brief background, the government of Japan, through JICA, extended a grant of 1.85 billion yen, or 846,452,015 pesos and 50 centavos in 2018 to the Philippines, and in support of the establishment of the expansion of .RC in Calabarzon, which is situated in a 5-hectare land in Tres Morteras City. The DOH contracted with BL Cervantes Corporation to construct a 21-building facility, but on September 21, 2023, 5 years later, with a slippage of 11.896% of the construction, the steering committee, composed of the DOH, DILG, JICA, Department of Finance, DDD, decided to terminate the contract of the contractor. And so in short, may mga unfinished buildings. Nagkaroon po ng kasuhan ng konti. So later on, we will, if needs be, the DOH won in the appeal of the contractor. So during my time, the 41st JICA Care Steering Committee, tayo na po yung chairman noon, on January 26, 2024, the DOH informed the committee that the remaining funds for the construction of the priority buildings amounting to 155 million is not sufficient to finish the 21 buildings of the project. Hence, additional funds are needed to expedite the operationalization of the .RC in Calabarzon. So the DOH requested for a concurrence from the steering committee, which was headed by yours truly, allowing the use of the 2024 DOH approved budget amounting to 15 million pesos for the selected priority buildings. Yun pong mga walang bubong, walang mga sidings na kailangan pong tapusin ng mga buildings for at least for partial operations of the facility to prevent further deterioration. So on April 16, JICA Care Steering Committee wrote the Secretary of DOH, Secretary Teodoro Herbosa, of the concurrence of the steering committee for the utilization of the health facilities enhancement program funds of DOH amounting to 15 million for the said purpose. So at present, the pre-bidding is now being conducted by the Department of Health. So tuloy-tuloy na po yung trabaho na natigil po ng medyo mahabang panahon. For brief background, yung sinasabi kong 15 million is part of the Phase 1 funds to be used from the GOP, Government of the Philippines, for the schedule March 24 to May 2025. Yung Phase 2 po is the remaining JICA funds of 155 million plus scheduled for February 2024 for December 2026. Hinihintay na lang po natin ng DOH ang extension, validity extension ng JICA para maituloy po yung the rest of the buildings. So we're optimistic na ibibigay because hinihintay lang naman po yung COA result which we believe will be positive. Walang AOM. So the Phase 3 will be funded by the Government of the Philippines through the HFEP, which is 155 million, scheduled for July 25 up to March 2027. Anyway, the Secretary said that in any event, the Secretary of Health, in any event, the Department of Health will see to it that the project will be completed. Meaning the funds could come from the GOP. So prior to the presentation, prior to my being the chairman, nag-inspect po tayo ng facilities, no? So nakita po natin yung construction accomplishment is 89.049%. Makikita po natin yan mamaya, papakita ko po. So like I said, the DOH requested for a concurrence from the steering committee for the use of the 15 million pesos, Phase 1, for the selected priority buildings for the partial operations of the facility to prevent the further deterioration due to the idleness of the facility. Next please. Napakita lang natin dito yung timeline of the project construction, which is actually started October 21, 2020. After 5 extensions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the steering committee met on September 21, 2023 during the 37th JICA Care Steering Committee meeting, wherein the SC members decided to terminate the contractor. Next please. So ito ho yung mga papakita lang namin sa inyo, yung mga gagawin mga building. This is part of the 21 buildings facility, including the landscaping, which is 22 million. Next please. Ito po yung mga buildings na nakita po natin, yung inspection po tayo. The current photographs of the site: security building, the aftercare building, the admin building, the motor pool building, the visitors building, the chapel, the dietary building, the MICA building, which is mentally ill chemical abusers, the power station, the training center building, the activity building, patient dorm 1, patient dorm 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th patient dorm building. So, yan po ang report tungkol sa JICA Care, no? So, in the event, like I said, in the event na medyo mabiting sa pondo, the DOH Secretary mismo told us that DOH will take care of the completion of the project. Tama ba ako? Yeah. Anyway, that was sandali lang. Other activities which that RC ITF did under your care was the visitation of some facilities. One in Imus, where that RC facilities in CBDRP was erected or established by the local government under Mayor Advincula. Yeah, kasama ko namin sila. Next please. The first meeting with the JICA officials, DOF, DOH, and USEC Echeverry. Dahil member pa siya noon at that time. Next please. Ito lang, pinakikita lang namin yung population ng mga probinsya na under the EO should have at least one .RC in the province. No? Pinakamarami ang Calabarzon. Go ahead, please. Next. We met with the Bulacan Governor, Daniel Fernando, and asked him to allow the office of the governor, and I think he has a ongoing Bulacan Drug Rehab Center together with the BDRC Foundation, no? And he's just waiting for the Sangguniang to allow the office of the governor to sign the MOA between the provincial government and BDRCFI. Ito po yung template na binabanggit ni Secretary kung minsan na merong PPP partnership ang government at saka ang private sector in the operation of that RC. Go ahead, please. And then we also visited with Governor Pineda, and Governor Pineda has tasked his group to oversee the implementation of the proposed project, which is that RC. So, next. Nung nagpunta rin po kami sa Bohol, kinausap din po natin si Bohol Governor together with Secretary Abalos to go ahead and establish their own .RC. Ito po yung binabanggit kanina ng mga number of .RCs in the country. There are 32 government-run .RCs and 56 privately owned .RCs. No? So, I think this is June 30, 2023. So, may update na. I noticed na December 2023, you have updated your figures. Next, please. Ayan. So, ito lang yung sinasabi ni Secretary na magtayo ng .RC sa bawat isang probinsya na tinignan po natin yung population density ng mga probinsya. So, sa Cavite, pinakamarami sa Calabarzon. And we noticed that there is no .RC in Quezon, either private or government run. And others could increase their RCs due to their population. So, tatrabahuhin po natin yan. Tutulong po tayo sa DOH para for the .RC establishments. Next please. O yan po, ang report namin. And we affirm to continue monitoring the JICA Care Program with the Steering Committee Secretariat, DOH, and to meet with the TESDA to discuss the integration of skills training so that in sabi nga ni Secretary that after the treatment and the rehab, let us guarantee that our graduates or former PWUDs get integrated into the mainstream of society. And we shall continue the dialogue among heads of the provincial government for the inclusion of the .RC in their 2025 budget. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you. May comment ka?
Mr. Chair, with the